I saw something on YouTube. See, I don't have accurate news information here, so if anyone has information on the Delphi cases, feel free to put it in the comments. I don't know what out there is accurate and whether it's been solved or not or anything like that. But first of all, I want to say if you are under 18 or if you get triggered, first of all, this is divination. I'm going to be speaking, I'm trying to see, I don't know if anything can come in this morning, but usually when I think about it, something does. But I'm going to be trying to see if I can reach either Abby or Liberty. Here's the thing, if you're under 18 and your parents don't approve of this, then don't watch this. There's going to be stuff in there. I may say something that could be adult in nature, and you should not be paying attention to this. I need to warn you. If you get triggered by violent information, I'm getting better at editing what I say when I'm in that sort of intuitive state. Crap. I think my phone is not connected to the speaker. Hold on. And you need to watch your ears. Hold on a second. Okay, you need to watch your ears in case something. I have a speaker on over here that is gonna blast out whatever comes. Can you see it? Is it whatever? That's gonna blast out whatever this thing is saying, and I'm gonna need help hearing what they're saying. I'm not able to record this and put it over the speaker at the same time, so I'm kind of hoping someone will show up. They probably won't. It's way too early in the morning, but someone else can analyze it later if you want to. But I was just gonna see if anything is here, if I have any information, or if I can get any information, so just give me a second. Also, feel free to put stuff in the timestamps. Like if you hear or see anything, whether if you see an orb or if you hear something, a statement, just put a timestamp in, and I really appreciate it. So hold on. I don't know if there's anyone else out there who reads tarot cards. I have this theme of this card popping out all the time, the Three of Wands, like literally all the time for the past, I don't know, couple weeks. So, can I please have information? Can I please try to speak to someone who knows about Abigail Williams and Liberty German? What happened with their case? What is going on with the Abigail Williams and the Liberty German case? Can I please know what is happening? Where is my app? I'm sorry, I just woke up. So, what is happening with the Abigail Williams and Liberty Germain case? Oh, where's my app? It's too early for apps. Finding apps. Oh my gosh. If someone wants to put a timestamp where this starts, it is like, as I said, I got up at 4:30. It's now 5:47, but I'm not like the most morning person actually. Oh, I can't find my app. This is crazy. What? There it is. There's just so many apps with blue on them that there's so many things with blue that I get confused. Like, this is me. So I'll put it on teenage girl. All right, so if you guys are not familiar with the Miracle Box app, this is what I use for spirit contact. So I have it set on female teen. There's no words in here, so when words come through, usually you're contacting someone, or something. And these are the settings that I use. I had a really hard time getting stuff to make sense, and these are the settings where I got to. So I'll show you my settings for anyone else who's, so you can see how I have it set up. All right. Is there anybody here right now? Yeah, that's probably somebody because it wasn't super loud. So I have to turn this up, so watch your ears. Is there anybody here right now? Is there anybody here right now? Can I please speak to Abigail Williams or Liberty German? Can I please speak to Abigail Williams or Liberty German? Can I please speak to Abigail Williams or Liberty German, please?
Yes, sir.
Can I please speak to Abigail Williams or Liberty German, please? Can I please speak to Abigail Williams or Liberty German, please? I cleared the house, don't worry. That might have been I'm here. Who's here? Who's here? That might be my dad. Dad, is my dad here? Is my dad here? That's usually him, but I want a confirmation. Is my dad here? Okay, who's here with me right now? Do I have any angels around me right now for protection? It sounded like a yes. Do I have any angels around me right now for protection? Do I have any angels around me right now for protection? Okay, I'm getting chills and the candle's going down. He took them. He took them. Who's he? So if you can hear anything, please put it in the timestamps. Father, Mother, Spirit Guides, I would like some information on the Delphi case. I have not been able to get accurate information. For all I know, it could have already been solved, but from what I've seen on YouTube, it's not solved yet. They have Mr. Klein in jail. There's stuff about him that I don't know if it's true online. I do think he kind of looks like Bridge Guy. I'm not saying he is Bridge Guy, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Any names that are mentioned in here are all hearsay, including anyone who actually, if anyone does wind up getting convicted, their name is in here. Again, this is experimentation. Trying to see, I'm hoping one day law enforcement will be able to use this method, some form of this method so that people can get away with a lot less crap. So this is experimentation. See what kind of information I can get. As I have said in previous videos, there have been times when, say, I would actually ask where my son's passport was when he lost his passport, and I would get all kinds of BS answers, and then somewhere in there was an accurate answer. So you do get a lot of BS answers out of here, so you cannot take a lot of this seriously. You know, one thing that's concerning me is I feel like there's more than one person, and that the person they have in jail may or might not be the actual full-on instigator, or he could be. But the thing is I was wondering if there was a way for the FBI and the people investigating the case, whichever girl videotaped the guy on the bridge guy, were they able to detect if the sound was coming from the front or from the back? Because if there's more than one person, you could have one person who's has a certain appearance but doesn't have the voice, and another person's voice from behind. I have felt this before, and I'm getting chills on this. That so it's a possibility. This is correct, that there was someone from behind them. Was there more than one person involved in this crime? Was there more than one person involved in this crime? Was there more than one person involved in this crime? Alright, I'm getting gibberish as far as I can tell. Archangel Michael, Spirit Guides, please remove any negative energy from this house. But I just feel like he has to be tied to the case from some of the stuff I've seen so far, somehow. Doesn't mean that he completed. Now, how do you also, I don't know if I already said this, it's really early in the morning. How do you not get DNA evidence on two girls? And, how do you not get DNA evidence on two girls? Like, at least like scratching or pulling hair or something with one person handling the situation. It fell out again. What the heck is going on? Three of Wands. Okay, so that's just the one thing that, and I'm like, but see, we don't know what they're not revealing and stuff like that. But how there's been, I don't have very good media coverage or anything out here. I'm in an area, repeating myself, but I'm in an area where I do not have an updated normal computer. I do not have normal internet. The internet company out here is complete. It just keeps popping out for like it over and over again. I don't know what that's about. But how do you not get DNA evidence unless there's at least two people there handling them? That's my question. And so I don't know if there's anything in the news. I do not see the news. Very hard to get TV access out here. Okay, obviously there's something here with me, because that same Three of Wands just pops out again. How many people were involved in hurting Abigail Williams and Liberty German? That might have been a 3. How many people were involved in hurting Abigail Williams and Liberty German? Okay. That could have just been a repetition. Again, this is a legend for entertainment purposes. So who's here? Is that Abigail, or who's with me right now? Who's with me right now? Who's with me right now? Okay, no worries. I have cleansed the house, so before I started. Who's with me right now? You're something. You're something. I want to know if the person they have in prison, I said his name earlier, in prison for child pornography, if he is involved in the case. Is he involved with this case? Seems like it. Is Keegan, okay, I'm going to ask, I guess he's public knowledge, I can ask. Is Keegan Klein involved with the disappearance of Abigail Williams and Liberty German, with the murders of these two girls? Is Keegan involved, the man they have in prison for child pornography? Is he involved with this case? See, that's like, so it's frequently, this is why I need viewers, because unless I were to, if I don't, well, technically I could record it and blow it up, but I can't record it when I'm using this box. It erases the tape. I don't know what that was, so if you're willing to participate, if you see a yes, please let me know, or a no. Okay, was Keegan Klein involved with the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German? Was Keegan Klein involved with the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German? Was he involved with the killings of Abigail and Libby? Was he involved with the killings of Abigail and Libby? Anybody hear that? The silent answers, I mean, there's one person that keeps going in and out. Those silent answers are frequently good, and I can't hear for whatever reason. I'm not making it out. It's so weird how it goes across. Was Keegan Klein involved with the killings of Abigail Williams and Liberty German? I need a loud and clear answer. Archangel Michael, spirit guides, Father, Mother, angels, please help an honest spirit speak up louder with a yes or a no. Just help them speak up loud enough so I can hear it. I don't have anyone here right now to help me. Is Keegan Klein involved? This is legend and for entertainment purposes only. That's the person that I saw was in prison because of child pornography and some other things. As far as related to the case, they have him in custody. As last I heard, I live in an area where I don't always get accurate information. Is Keegan Klein involved with, is Keegan Klein involved with the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German in any way? Can I have a very clear, plain yes or no? I want a yes or a no. I don't want elaboration or anything. I need a clear yes or no. Is Keegan Klein involved? I have a hard time believing that he's not, but I want to see if I can get a yes or no. Is Keegan Klein involved in any way in the killings of Abigail Williams and Liberty German? I don't know what that was. Is the person, did they just say dead? Is the person that killed you dead? No, I don't think that's an O. Is the person that killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German dead? Is the person that killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German dead? I think that's a no. Is the person who killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German still in Indiana? Yeah, he is. Is the person that killed Abigail and Liberty German still in Delphi? It's your friend? Who am I speaking to right now? Who am I speaking to right now? It's me. Okay. Is this Abigail? I feel like it might be Abigail. Is this Abigail? Is this Abigail? All right. I don't know. I've never gotten this to work, but if you guys are able to knock, can you do 1 for yes, 2 for no? I don't know if you guys can do that. I haven't done this in a long time when I've been by myself. Please don't knock on my wall when I'm sleeping. Can I, so if possible, if it's hard to say yes or no, maybe knock. I don't know, we can experiment with that. So is the person who killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German still in Delphi? That sounded like a sentence, so if there's anyone who watches this, I would really appreciate if you can hear what that's saying. I'd really appreciate it. It's just, sometimes I just can't get it. Is the killer of Abigail Williams and Liberty German still in Delphi? Is the killer of Abigail Williams and Liberty German still in Delphi? I think that's a yes. Can I have the name of the street this person lives on? Can I have the name of the street that the killer lives on? Yeah. Can I have the name of the street of that the person who killed Abigail Williams and Libby German? Can I have a location for this person? Can I have a street name for where this person is located? Can I have a street name for the location of the person who killed Abigail Williams and Libby German? I'm still half asleep right now. I had a video before I had my surgery. I don't know, like, if people know this, so it had to have been more than a year ago. I did a video on this, and I was still very spacey back then. or there was a video after that too. I did a couple of videos on them and wound up deleting them because of a very strange person who came to my channel. On the second video, I've gotten better. I had a whole bunch of really bad glands in my neck that were taken out. So over the past year, I've been able to get a little bit more better with my filtering and stuff. It did seem to affect me as far as spaciness and judgment and things like a little bit. It's like, you know, kind of blurting things out when I shouldn't and stuff. I had hypercalcemia, which is too much calcium in the blood. It kind of made me like slightly drunk like, and kind of some, you know, some people referred to it as like, said I seemed autistic. Seem to be getting better now, but I had like openly stated something that I had seen. So trigger warning if I talk about this, you need to. If you cannot handle violent imagery. Anyway, I said something about the posing of the bodies and I meant nothing sexual about it. And the person took it that way, like, and said something very disgusting, and it sounded like he said, I said something about the removal of an HEAD placed on an ABDOMEN. And he said, now this person may have been crazy, probably was, as most of the time they are, but said that only people that had been there knew about that. But I'm pretty sure information has been leaked because I've heard a lot of information has been leaked. But I'm just saying, I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm trying to think if I can remember anything from that last thing. I did see someone with like freckles in my previous readings that had like red hair that was curly close to the head and freckles. The kind of freckles that come together that his eyes were not brown like mine. They had like multiple colors in them, like a hazel eye or something not brown in the way that mine are, like kind of like speckled eyes, speckled skin. But when I see a picture of the bridge guy and the guy they have in prison, I think the guy in prison just looks like he drank a lot of beer since he did whatever he did, if that's him. So is the person, okay, what, and I'm so tired, I'm gonna have to go back to bed. We'll see what answers are on here, and maybe I could try again another time. Can I have the name of the person who killed Abigail Williams in Liberty German? Can I please have the names? I can just try again another time. Can I please have the names of Abigail Williams and Liberty German, the person who murdered Abigail, or people, a name of someone involved? So I'm getting the possibility of 3 people involved. That's just creepy. Oh, I'm going to write down, see if anything is videotaped. I'm kind of wondering if there are any pictures of these girls on the dark web. What happened to them? That might be yes. Are there any pictures on the dark web of what happened to these girls? Somewhere. Just wondering. Are there any pictures on the dark web of what happened to these girls? Yes. What was that? Are there any pictures? That might have been a no, but my card just said yes. Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Four. Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? I think I just heard virtual. I don't know what that's about. Oops, shit. Oh, hold on. Probably won't hurt anything. Okay, don't hurt the screen at all. Just let it cool off. All right. Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there any pictures on the dark web as to what happened to these girls? Are there pictures on the web that looks... Are there any pictures on the web of what happened to these, on the dark web, of what happened to Abigail Williams and Liberty Germain? Are there pictures on the dark web? Are there pictures on the dark web as to what happened to Abigail and Liberty German? Are there pictures on the dark web as to what happened to Abigail Williams and Liberty German? Are there pictures on the dark web? Are there, yes or no? If you can knock, I know I've never gotten that to work in here, but if you can knock 1 for yes, 2 for no, that would help. Are there pictures of Abigail William and Liberty German? What happened, whatever happened to them? Are there any pictures of this on the dark web? Are there any pictures of them? Are there pictures somewhere of what happened to them? That might have been theirs, not. Are there pictures somewhere of what happened to them that's not police related? Are there pictures of them? Who's leaving? Okay, you said something earlier about a friend. Is a friend of a real friend, not like an actual friend of either of these girls involved with this case? Is a friend of either of these girls involved with this case? Because I got the number 3 people. Yes, she said friend earlier, 3 people and a friend of them. Okay. Do you have the friends? Can you please tell me the name of the friend who's involved with this case? I am chilling on that. What is the name of the person that's involved with this case? What is the name of the person involved with this case? A Legend in Entertainment. What is the name of the person involved with this case? What is the name of the person involved with this case? What is the name of the person involved with this case? Try not to get frustrated because it doesn't do any good. What is the name of the person involved with this case? So, as I was saying before, there was someone else watching that when I had other previous videos up who may have been pretending to know stuff about the case or not, who made really unhealthy, sick comments. It's back out again. I've been getting this for like 2 weeks thinking it's in relation to me. I don't know if it's in relation to this case, but I'm getting the number 3 and this card just loves to pop out. There may be 3 people involved, but the number 3 might be involved with this case. I feel like that don't want to be overly critical of people, but it's hard not to say bad things. I'm human. The person they have in custody seems like he would not be of the level of, comes across of not being at the intelligence level to handle, or the fitness level to handle 2 females and not leave DNA behind. 2 girls that would have seemed like they would have fought for each other, in my opinion. So that is why I theorize there's at least 2 people involved. And also just instinct. I have, when I was reading back in the day, I did see a redheaded person. The name Wilson did come up. This is a Legend for Entertainment person. Only, but there's probably a Wilson Street and I think there's a Wilson Street Bridge. I think I Googled that. The name Wilson came up. I had a vision of a head being, anyway, I was supposed to petitioning, involving, anyway, it's early in the video, I don't want to say that stuff again. But the person who was on here commented on that and used very sexual language with me, which really made me think they were messed up. Obviously. So there is a friend. I'm getting that there's possibly 3 people. There is a friend of one of these girls involved with it. What is the name of the friend who is involved with the killings of Abigail Williams and Liberty German? Can I please, spirits, give me the name of the person involved? For all I know, this case has already been solved and I'm wasting my time. But we'll see. Because, like, I've been going on YouTube for my information, so that's not the most accurate. Who has the person, what is the name of the person who actually killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German? And this person is supposedly still in Indiana. What is the name of the person who killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German? Can I please have a clear answer? What is the name of the person? What is the name of the person who killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German? What is the name of the person who killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German? This is alleged, and for entertainment purposes, any names that come out here are just hearsay. I am speaking into a computer and playing with cardboard. Okay, what is the name of the person who killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German? What is the name of the person who killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German? What is the name of the person who killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German? What is the name of the person who killed Abigail Williams and Liberty German? Okay, Father, Mother, Spirit Guides, Archangel Michael, Spirit Guides, please remove any spirits that are blocking communication. I also thought of something too, as far as I assume that the FBI has thought about this, but this is around Valentine's Day. So think about it. The killer probably has a Valentine's Day trigger. Just saying. So maybe pay attention to stuff happening on Valentine's Day. People who have a temper on Valentine's Day. People who get depressed on Valentine's Day. That's a large sector of the population. But maybe pay attention to that. But seems to me this person would have a Valentine's Day trigger. But I'm thinking there may be 3 people, or they could be referring to 3 people, you know, the 2 girls and the person. But I just have a really hard time believing just that, as I said before, and I'm repeating myself, it's very early in the morning for me. I have a very hard time believing that one person, based on his appearance and the things that I heard that he's possibly saying from prison, has the intelligence or physical capacity to kill 2 girls brutally, plan this, not get caught for all this time, for a really long period of time. I mean, maybe he's deceptively smart, but the thing is, how does one person handle 2 girls and not leave DNA? And otherwise there just has to be DNA at the scene. And if there is DNA at the scene and they have him in prison, then they should have his DNA and whatever DNA was at the scene, and they should be able to test it. That's what makes me think, if he is involved with it, he may have led somebody there or gotten paid somehow to do this, or be keeping secret for somebody or something. I think it's somebody who knows the people of the town. Okay, I'm getting real tired. I'm like, at some point I might do this again, but there's nobody here to help me hear what's being said, because that really helps. But I thought I would try because I've been thinking about it. All right, love you all. I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit like, share, and subscribe. Oh my gosh. This again. I don't know what that's about. All right, love you all. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. I would really like this to be a job someday, or you know, this channel. So I'm really stretched very thin right now, trying to do a lot of things. And I really appreciate your support. Thank you if you come back and watch this. Have a good one. Love you all. Bye.